Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today we get the flight data recorder and the cockpit voice recorder that we found and sent to Washington from this aircraft we're going to go over. So we go over recent news. I'm stationed in Hawaii. My name's Keone. And this happened in July 2nd, 2021. Transair Cargo, flight 810. It ditched into the waters off of Honolulu. So I work on the island of Maui. And this one came off of runway 8R. So you can see here, this is Honolulu International Airport, Daniel K. Inouye. So right here, 8R took off. And then it started having, the pilots reported that it was having some kind of engine problems. So they were vectored in to return. But then the number one engine failed, so they were trying to get to Kalaeloa Airport, which was closer at the time. They're losing altitude, and then finally the pilots ditched into the ocean. Both were injured, but they were rescued. So that was good, and they survived. But you can see here, this is a Boeing 737-275C. This is older. This is an old aircraft from like the 70s. So it'll be interesting to see what they find from the flight data recorder, and looking at the fuselage here, they brought it up. So they recovered the engines on October 15th, and then they were bringing up all different types of fuselages, the engines, and then they got a lot of the flight data recorders right around Halloween a few days ago. But you can see here, big operations getting these things up. These are heavy. These are older Pratt & Whitney's JT8D-9A. So these engines are really loud, and you can tell they're slightly different than the average engines that you see on the 737s, the newer models. And then you can see here, I mean, it was sitting at the bottom of the ocean, so there are some rust that was forming. Fan blades all bent. And then here's the fuselage coming up. So I was wondering, since we're in Hawaii, I'm sure they have to send some things to Washington, but a lot of these parts are going to be just looked at here in Hawaii and then left here. So would probably be a good training prop if ARFF was able to get their hands on some of these aircraft parts once they're done with the investigation. And then you can see the mess here. So that's why I like, when we went to Dallas and trained there, you really get to look. You're not going to really see this, on your average training or the aircraft familiarization we go through at the airport. You're just going to walk through the aircraft and look at the different compartments, but you're not really seeing the insides. So you can imagine if you're going for a rescue on a 737, you have a lot of passengers, all those wires hanging all over the place, low vis, can't see. You're trying to save people. It could be quite a stressful and strenuous operation. But again, here now they're bringing out the fuselage, putting it out on the flatbed. They got that out. But very interesting. I'm glad everyone was okay. And so yesterday we went over this crash that happened at South Sudan. If you're interested, you can go ahead and click here. If not, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.